This right here is the best gun to use when fighting the red worm. I'm not gonna hold back. Here's the build. The video itself will speak on how good this gun is. Alrighty, so here we go. We're gonna be starting the red worm fight any second now. This is gonna be a shorter video because I've gotten a lot of comments asking what I would consider being the best gun to take into the red worm fight. Honestly, it has to be the TAC Eradicator. Not only can it hold 300 rounds on Pack-a-Punch, it reloads so quickly that you're honestly gonna always be dishing out damage. It's a bit slower on the movement side, but that's honestly expected when you're using an LMG. This thing has barely any recoil as well, and it can do some pretty good damage on both bosses and zombies alike. So for those of you who don't know, the red worm is considered the final world boss as of season 1, and it's where you're going to be getting the Pack-a-Punch 3 crystal schematic, legendary tool schematic, and the Scorcher schematic. So it's definitely worth going and doing. I have other shorts fully explaining each step in the process on how to get here, complete the fight, but if you're interested in a longer step-by-step guide, let me know in the comments below. For this fight, I highly recommend taking in at least 3 people in with you, but the more the merrier. Just keep in mind that with each person fighting this boss, it is going to scale its health. So with 1 person fighting, it's at base health. When 3 people are fighting it, it's at 3 times the base health, and so on. So it's more of everyone having a high average DPS rather than a bunch of people fighting with below average weapons, because here the true fight is really against the clock. Normally with a good spawn for the fight, you're looking at anywhere from 10 to 13 minutes, but in some cases you'll have around 8 minutes to take this boss down. So when you do go in, I recommend taking in a few key items. Minimum tool you should bring in is epic or legendary, and at least a Pack-a-Punch level 2 or higher crystal so you can start farming money in the tier 3 zone. Now you're also going to be needing a durable gas mask to refill during the fight at those ammo caches, and everyone on your team should be running the healing aura field upgrade. When you do this, you're also going to be wanting to take in at least 5 sentries per person. This should be the base minimum to go into this fight, and past that, optional items to make it easier would be the ether blade, the golden armor plate, a juggernaut suit, and Casimir nades. I however do not recommend taking in the dog bone to spawn in the dog, as the worm spits out so many special zombies like disciples, manglers, mimics, and mega abomination during the fight that the dog's just gonna end up dying before it gets to do anything anyway. So it's really just a waste of an item. As always, if you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe for more.